Well, the path that I took getting into this business was probably a little different than a lot of us. We all have our own, journeys that we travel, and we all end up here. With me, it was a desire early on to make a living as an artist. One of the questions that I'm frequently asked is, well, what's your background, educationally? Fact of the matter is, I've never had an art class in my life. I've always done art, and from the time I was just a little kid, it became obvious that I had a talent, gift, blessing, however you want to couch it. I would sit at the feet of my grandmother while she made these magnificent quilts, and she would talk to me about color and balance, and it's things that even to this day, I think as I'm doing my work, whether I'm sculpting or whether I'm painting or whatever I'm doing, I will think back on a lot of the things that I learned sitting at my grandmother's feet. And so that was my education. And we started out with participating in the Charlotte Christmas Show up in Charlotte, taking orders on some of my originals, and we thought, well, with luck, we would be able to figure out how to get them cast and make a little bit of money. Within 3 years, we had increased and enlarged, and within 3 years, we operated the largest casting house in the United States, right here in South Carolina. The problem with doing it that way for us was that it got us farther away from our creative roots and more towards the business end of the stick, the three-piece suit part of it. And so we decided eventually, through the course of our efforts, we partnered up with the folks that is our primary license, even to this day, and that's the folks at UNESCO. One of the things that has been a wonderful coupling or a association that has sort of grown from my association with UNESCO is the collaboration that I do with Disney. The gratifying part about it is that Disney, artistically and in our industry, is absolutely on the top of the mountain. If they come and invite you to deal with them, they'll pull you to the top too. So the whole collaboration and the whole association has been probably one of the most rewarding parts of my entire career. Consumer events that we do are, for one thing, very rewarding. It's an opportunity to get face-to-face with the people that I'm actually working for, the people that I really am trying to touch. And it's an opportunity to thank the people that are ultimately responsible for the success that we've experienced. It's the one thing that I do that makes me know that what I do is worthwhile. And these things are more than just a figurine. And I think everybody in our industry needs to keep that in mind. We had some pretty resounding failures along the way. We had one of our shops that we put together that was a very successful shop for a long time. Because of a lot of different factors, we had to put it out of business. The folks that relied on me and that I cared so much about, we came together and held each other and cried. I've never wept for myself, I wept for the people that I disappointed. And oftentimes, the steps that you take that's a result of that seeming catastrophe lead you into places that you never would have gone before. They lead you to maybe to heights that you wouldn't have achieved before. Our goal is singularly to create something that is absolutely beautiful, and that every single one of them is, well, if we create something and we cast 1,000, we don't care about 1,000. We care about one. If we walk on our lofting line where the painting's being done, if I can lift up one it might be the 589th piece. That is the only piece that exists for somebody out there who this ends up in their home. And so everything we do is based on absolute pursuit of excellence, knowing that we will never achieve perfection, but that's something we're always striving to. with quality, with consistency, the richness, the handmade Americana flavor that we try to put in everything. We are dedicated to that. We're driven to do that. That's first and foremost. If you have what it takes to be a successful artist, you're starting from a place that is, unique, and you're ending in a place that is enormously rewarding.